Reese's cup. Ready for Dala. Honest, we can talk to her. I was waiting for you to get here, actually. Figured I'd loot the place. Somebody walked on it. On my concrete. This place is a mess. Okay, look, it's a think tank. Wait, that can't be the think tank. Where's Dala? I think that's Professor Mobius. There. Is that Dala? I don't know. Yeah. Said by every gamer everywhere ever. I think that was Dr. Mobius's room. And this is Dr. Zero. Maybe Dr. Boris. I don't know. If you haven't figured out, they're all their names are all references to infinity. You got Dr. Zero, you got Dala, you got Boris, you got Klein, you got Mobius, like the Mobius strip. We're about to level up. Okay, this has got to be the Soundwave guy. So this is number 8. Yeah, you got the Mobius, you got 8, 0, Klein, Boris, and Dala. Man, I had a really good show today, honest. The only thing is, like, you know, my show's called Gemmin' Out with Jacob and Chess, because I used to play chess when nobody came by. I thought, I've had that on there so long, and chess is supposed to be real pops right now. I'd play a little chess.com, and I forgot the crap out of doing that, and the worst part is I said at the beginning of the show, I'm going to play a little chess, and I didn't. Dang, I hate that. That must be the main guy's one. Was it Dr. Klein? Yeah. This looks like Dalla's room. Oh, sexy sleepwear. Dr. Zero. Those drain things come in handy because bullets are hard to find out here. We're actually going to run low on bullets before we're done with this DLC. Okay, honest, I actually have to, because like, man, it's gonna drive me nuts. What was I talking about? You're like, I know the feeling. What was I talking about? Eating a Reese's cup?
Stop hovering. I mean, if you want. Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
I think you meant impossible.
Oh, really? Now the lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And... Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco Tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
Robco Tech. You got a problem with Robco?
How dare you bring Robco Tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
I don't think I'll worry you by telling you what House and his robots have been up to since then.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Yeah, I'd like to ask you some questions.
Fine. Ask.
What do you do?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
I had other questions.
Fine. Ask.
Do you have another name like Dr. Zero?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
Put a slash in it, that's what I do. Hashtag science. If they kept confusing the letter with the number, your name is Dr. O, Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
Dr. O sounds more impressive.
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
If you wanted to differentiate the O and the zero, put a slash. Oh, bango. Look who's smart. What did I say? I said put a slash through it. Hashtag science. But it's actually saying intelligence level 9.
What?
Zero, draw a slash through it. That's basically what I said amongst all my braggadocious bravado and glory claiming.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
Something tells me he's got some brainulary issues. He's overly dramatic. And that's what makes you truly... Oh, we're not gonna say that. Let's see. So is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Yes, anything multiplied by 0 is reduced to 0. It's the great equalizer.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. They make a 0 in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
So, Dr. Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share? Oh, he's gonna give us some crap, isn't he? Dagnabbit.
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Yep, he gave us junk. Thanks.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Before I go, can you tell me anything about Dr. Mobius and these monsters of his?
That genius Mobius somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
Oh yeah, the giant robo-scorpion. I forgot about that.
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Ridiculous. There you go. Said it best. Can you tell me about this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I need more caps.
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Thank you.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Oh, and we leveled up. Isn't that grand? Oh, and we get a perk. What are we gonna pick? Wish the general was here for this. Maybe we should take this. 25% damage against robots. Yep, we're taking the additional damage. 25%. Okay, we're gonna go over here and talk to Dr.
Have
Boris.
you come for hello? The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
What about hardened steel? Are you always so dramatic?
Drama? There is no drama in science. As I learned in high school, science is an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus. As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies, things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
You guys like these guys? Wait till we go talk to Dr. Mobius. Oh man, that is freaking hilarious. Which reminds me, who are you and what do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
So you're responsible for cazadors, eh?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
Yeah, but the problem is they're all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
Oh, they breed all right.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
No, that's all right.
Oh, that's too bad. Perhaps we can perform a sterility castration some other time then.
You don't seem to grasp what I'm telling you.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Alright. When did you create cazadors?
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards from the Great Static, or beyond. There were the tarantula debates. And something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
I want to know more about Mobius and his forbidden zone.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying robo-scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped. or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
Let's see. Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
Well, how does that relate to the Big MT?
That castrated nickname of our facility is not its true name. The true name is Big Mountain. Where are your manners? It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Oh wow, is that really vulgarity in the game? Why have you leveled this? Oh, I saw the expanse from the balcony. You've made a mess of the landscape.
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science.
Oh, test cities, huh?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
Oh, you talking about that nuclear explosion, though?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Right.
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers. Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You mean those night stalkers? Those coyote snake things?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
Yeah, they're all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
I don't think they're sterile.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Never mind.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
Okay, did we get a quest for him? Oh, okay, we gotta go find it. Alright. So yeah, we got 3 other things. 3 other robots to talk to. Let's talk to Dr. 8. Oh, what was that? Let's see. Did something happen with your voice module? That's too bad, or good, or something. Well, can I ask you some questions? Who are you? Sounds important, I think. Let's see. Tell me about the big mountain. You sound a little down. Do you know anything about Doc Mobe and the Forbidden Zone? Alright. I got it. You don't like those names? What about the tech that I'm supposed to get? I think your brain tank thing just sparked. Ooh. Science, 75. Wait, after listening a bit, that's Rob Code Termlink Protocol you're broadcasting. Isn't that correct? Alright. Progress. Well, hacked enough Robco terminals to know. Nice pun on the header reference file. So you're broadcasting Robco, but not by choice. If that's Robco, doesn't that mean it can be hacked? Score. It'll only take a second to violate your rights and make your voice mine. Well, if that's term-link code, don't worry. I'm not gonna take advantage of your exposed code. Not a problem. Let's see. Now that we know each other better, can you tell me about the sonic emitter? Well, projecto is kinda evident. Emitter works better. I kinda like projecto though. Higgs Village, you say? Can you point it out on my pit, boy? So your house is there, huh? Alright, I'll go grab the emitter code in your house in Higgs Village. Oh, 2 codes, one for the juke and one for the opera. Alright. Thanks. I'll be going now. Oh, one more.
Have you done all we asked? If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
Okay, Dr. Klein.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge that the think tank had to share on the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Yeah, he's funny. You seem like the one in charge. Are you?
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Well, what about Doc Mobius? He seems to be pretty chair-worthy.
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw up on the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
He's a menace. These robo-scorpions consume intelligence. Oh, Med 50. Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures. How? Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Non sequitur. Why do I have this strange passive sensation in here?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
What? Anti-aggression scrub?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were the visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Aw, those dirty... Oh, man. They did what? They broke your train? Dog. Hold on. For a fellow train collector, Dr. Klein, I'm gonna load an extra bullet in the chamber just for us train collectors, mate. When I get old, I am gonna build the biggest train set. I got a Lego train set I set up for Christmas. Let's see. Yeah, we'll ask you all that stuff later.
Yes, a most goodbye.
Okay, so what's the quest that we just got? Oh, ask Dr. O about the attack. Let's go do that.
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
Probable. Hey, I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors. Were they transformers?
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Okay, and yeah, honest, we're actually gonna go out and see this place. Tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, Turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now.
Oh. Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker. And the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Okay, so honest, there's 2 more DLC other than these 2 that we've played, and I don't like them as much as these 2. One of them's kind of on its own level, and the other one is like Lonesome Road or something. And we actually go after this guy, and this guy's weird, and yeah, I don't know. You'll find out more. Yeah, and honest, it's an electric train, so you can turn the knob and it goes faster, and it goes in reverse. And I got it all set up, like I got a train crossing, I got a little like crane, and all that kind of stuff. And you know, but it's a Lego train, so if you wanted to build like a dragon on there that goes around in a circle, yeah, you can do that. Any kind of train you want.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Okay, so ask Dr. Klein about the conversation he had with the last visitor.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to your dome and asked you some questions.
Hmm? Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left us some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Nice.
Yes, a most good buy.
Awesome. We are still well rested and getting points. Okay, so before we go, we have one more person to talk to. You know what? Honest, you could build an obsidian pulse cannon that goes around in a circle.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
level up. The quick scribe jumped over the lazy palated.
Yes, yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's malval cavity.
Oh, I forgot about that. Let's take a thing that helps our perception and try it again.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
We need per plus 2. Oh, mental tats. That ought to do it. Let's give it a shot.
And you return as curious as a teddy bear. Are you stuck in a looping gesture of greeting?
Yeah.
Looping, yes. It is a scientific fact that hormones drive a percentage of lobotomites into recursive behavior patterns. We haven't researched this, as my colleagues care little about the behavior patterns of lobotomites once their brains are removed. It is why so many are littered around the facility, like skin envelopes, discarded after they are peeled open and the contents extracted.
What behavior patterns are you talking about?
It varies according to the number and density of lobotomites that have infected an area. In 43% of observed cases, true lobotomites left alone will fight for dominance or inject bodily fluids into each other's orifices. Unsanitary. I have tried to observe more cases, but subjects seem unwilling to release bodily fluids in my presence.
I can't help but notice your fascination with the human body.
What? Nonsense.
Okay, so this is a role play here. So close eyelids, breathe deeply, stretch languidly. Turn and cough roughly, slowly scratch nose. Run hands along sides of face and exhale rapidly. Doing the last one.
What? What are you doing?
Doing the first one.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
And the middle one.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
You can give in. There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I could come back anytime and just breathe, if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Burble, burble, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Burble. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Okay, we'll be back.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
Yeah, so apparently now she gives us some kind of health bonus. We'll stop off at the sink. Oh, it did. Very much. With extra, yes. And then we'll go outside. Alright, Sonic Emitter Revelation now available in the vendor interface.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. May I be of service, sir?
What kind of services?
In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
Oh, snap, he can repair stuff. Alright,
Very good, sir.
we're at 36 grand, huh? Oh yeah, the Cyberdog gun. Hey, Honest, I'm about to show you the Cyberdog gun, and just so you know, there's an upgrade for it, man. Alright, so that was 2 grand. Now let's buy
Might I
stuff.
be of service, sir?
Like to buy things.
Very good, sir. If I might suggest a table wine, the 64 Atomic Claret is a lovely little vintage.
You got that? D- Might as well get as many bullets as we can, because I think they regenerate. Okay, let's go ahead and stick a couple items in this cabinet.
Might Sir care for an aperitif to balm the weariness of Sir's manifold journeys?
No. Let's lighten our load. Aw, dagnabbit. Wrong button. Just trying to lighten up so we can grab things and carry them. Alright, that should be good. Okay. Now, the way that thing talks to us, our other things can talk to us, but we have to find the chips for them. Oh, look. There's our spine and our heart. Our brain's missing. Cranial complications. Tell your brain. Heart can't be trusted. Okay, but anyway, so that's the room with our stuff. This is where we get well rested. Of course, man, you're using steel. Biggest concern, balance. Oh, that's gonna... dude, I'm excited. I was like, okay, he's making a scepter. You made like a friggin' giant war club of ruling. Okay, so... find the missing modules for the sink. Okay, let's go to Higgs Village. Which is apparently near X2. And then over here is Dr. Mobius with his crystals. You didn't get carried away, man. It looks great. One more thing. Oh, we got a star cap.
intruder. You will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions or their pincers.
I knew I was forgetting something. I don't remember anything in particular being in these boxes. They're drinking all my Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Oh, Klein, did I mention that my zone is forbidden to you? Mwah! So forbidden.
You're a love Dr. Mobius. He's great. We're not gonna get to him tonight. I'm getting close. But okay, just so you know, we're walking inside of a giant airplane hangar building. And inside the airplane hangar building is Higgs Village. think is where they used to live. Is that right? Oh, wait, the one with the flowers. Yeah, Gabe. Find more evidence of Gabe in X8. Which reminds me, before we forget again, there's other things in here too, but I don't remember. I don't think there's anything on the roofs, even though we can go look there. Okay, 103. People with cameras, huh? Wonder why there's people with cameras here. Way to the basement. Yikes. That doesn't look good. What are we missing? We Figured there'd be something down here. Just a few bullets. Oh, look at that. Recipes. Oh, there's the basement key. Huh. Which house is Dallas? You know what's funny is that when this game came out, to see a desk with a computer monitor that big was a weird thing. Must be the house for Soundwave guy. Somebody's got a Mentats addiction. Look at that. That was probably the score in here. This is Dallas' house. Nope. Score. Each one of them Sunset Sassies is a lottery ticket to get that gun. Oh, far out, look at that. Oh, hey, we just found, we found the words for the book shoot. Remember I said that the book thing comes to life? Now we can make it come to life. Aw, we can't turn on the computer though. This is Dr. Klein's house. That was probably the loot right there. Probably counts as unarmed. This is Dr. O. Trying to figure out that Robco stuff. Yep. Recalibration file for the sonic emitter. Oh cool, we found one of the things. Who needs to take baths? We need to do research. Nobody needs to sleep. We just need to do more research. This has to be Dowell's house. And this is Dr. Aid's house, of course. We found the file for the jukebox. Opera. Aww, it's bugging out. Dang. It crashed on us. Darn. We're gonna take that stuff back to that guy, though. And then we're gonna call it. But first, we're gonna take the stuff back to the guy. We gotta finish the mission. I think we were on the last house, too. I know, honest, and we found that audio file for the opera. I think that was another mission thing. We just weren't on that mission. Or maybe that was the mission and we were on a different mission. Oh, yeah. I think so. Here we go. You have found a recalibration file for the sonic emitter. Take it to the jukebox in the sink to recalibrate the sonic emitter for new effects. Oh, okay, yeah, we found another frequency. That's what that was. Cool. I think that's the last house. Yeah, we were already in 103. That's Dr. Boris's house. Which means... Yeah, what do you think of this gun? And yes, we will upgrade.
Time to reward myself with a little breath-freshening mentat.
Okay, how do we get back in to this place? Aw. Not again. Darn. That's getting annoying. We're gonna get there. It's gonna happen. We're doing it. This gun is a little creepy, I'll admit that.
Good day, citizen. Library Processing Unit 232.7 is online and ready to eradicate sedition.
Oh, what's this now?
Of course, citizen. That's my duty and sole joy in life. All those books from before the war, full of seditious, treasonous, complicated thoughts. Just dump them in and lickety-split. I'll have them pulped, scrubbed clean, and pressed out again clean and white and sedition-free.
Okay.
Questions are dangerously close to independent thought, citizen.
Okay.
Stay loyal, citizen.
No, that's not the robot dog. That's the robot dog gun.
The commies have eyes everywhere, citizen. And that means they're not just commies. They're peeping toms.
I think like the auto doc will talk to the book chute once in a while. I might be wrong about that. Okay. Okay, yeah, we need to find seeds to plant. Alright, let's go give this guy the thing, and then we're gonna have to call it for a few hours. I gotta get some rest. Can't believe somebody stepped on my entryway. I put a face, a mason face on a concrete stoop that I made. You know, people walk out their door, that's what they look at. They're like, where am I gonna step? And I should have taped it off. But the tape that I put on before, it was like pulling the paint off the building, and they're gonna repaint it, but still. It's Sunday, nobody else is supposed to be there anyway. Somebody went there to put footprints in my concrete job. I got 3 heel marks in the face. I got a very solid tread mark and a bunch of wipes. And the worst part is it's too cold, I can't fix it. I gotta wait until it warms up. So it's gonna be like a month or 2. It was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty. Oh, we have to go all the way to X8 to find more evidence? We're not even supposed to be back here yet. Gee whiz. No wonder. I'm tired. Yeah, we're supposed to go all the way up to this place. That's what it is. Oh, Z9? Yeah. We get to go down in the basement of Z9. Alright, I don't think I'm actually able to do this. I'm too tired. Oh, look at that, the train he's talking about. And that must be a test village. Or something. Bunch of houses. Got toasted. Alright, we're gonna go inside this facility. On the next one. Yeah, I gotta get at least a couple hours of sleep. Alright, cheers. See you on the next one.